Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm excited to have Rachel Buhler here. It's been a while from Park City Chamber. How are you this morning?
I'm good, thanks.
When was the last time you were here? I feel like it's been over a month.
It has been over a month. I don't even know when it was. I think before the holidays even started.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to see you here. We always love hearing what's going on. You always have the best local news for everybody here.
We're busy.
You guys are always busy. Mm-hmm. And the interesting thing is we're going to talk about FAM again.
Yes.
We've talked about FAM in the past, but I feel like we should go over it one more time.
Yes. So FAM, we capitalize it, but it's short for familiarization. So when we're hosting a FAM, that means we're bringing in a media group, and I'm talking the communications team specifically. Our international team and our meetings and conventions team have FAMs of their own, but with it being short for familiarization, what we're doing is bringing in journalists, and we're familiarizing them with town. So we abbreviate it because having to write familiarization, that's just a long word. So we shorten it, and that's pretty much a standard terminology in the communications realm and international. Anytime you're doing some sort of tourism, that's a word that we use a lot.
How often are you hosting journalists, and why do you do it?
Specifically the communications team, we are, I would say in the wintertime, at least every week, there's one person or a group of people in that we're hosting. And what we do is target markets across the country. Communications works specifically domestic, so we're working in the United States. And we bring these journalists here to show them Park City so that they can hopefully go back to their markets and they can write up an article about their experience, whether it be from a third person perspective or their own, and share with their audience specifically, so that hopefully we'll start attracting some more visitation. It also helps get word of mouth out as well. The journalists, they have friends and family too, so they'll share as well. And this photo is from a FAM that we had this January. We often host one every single winter.
Really?
And we had journalists from all over on that one. We are targeting the Southeast. We're trying to get people from those warmer climates to really test out a winter vacation. So that worked wonderfully. So we had people from Florida, Georgia, North, South Carolina, Texas, those areas. We're really trying.
What did you do with them? Obviously, you went out on the slopes.
Yes. So we had a theme this year, being the Olympic year. We had to introduce them to our Park City Olympic legacy. Mm-hmm. So we had them at Utah Olympic Park. They went bobsledding, which was really cool.
That's awesome.
Everyone just loves that. That's such a special activity that we have in town. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of places don't. So we did that. We had them skiing at both Park City Mountain and Deer Valley Resort. They skied with a champion. That was at Deer Valley Resort. They have that program where they have past Olympians.
I'm feeling a little jealous of these journalists.
Oh my gosh, they had such a great trip. So it's, we really try to highlight town as best as we can. We try to get as many partners included as we can, all the businesses, restaurants, lodging, activities.
So if I'm a journalist in Florida and I want to learn more about Park City, how do I sign up for this? I mean, this is like a nice gig. Housing, skiing, bobsledding. I mean, it sounds like you're just getting pampered.
It kind of goes both ways. We often will reach out to journalists for a group FAM specifically when there's a market that we're going after. But by all means, we do have writers coming and reaching out to us and saying, hey, we're interested in this. This is who I write for. Is there a partnership that we can do here where you'll help support our trip in some way? So
that's awesome.
We'll either reach out to them or they'll find our information on our website, which is visitparkcity.com.
And the goal is to get news about Park City out all over the country.
Yes.
So people will want to come back and visit us, ski with us, bobsled with us.
Yes, through editorial content. So pretty much anything written when you see, newspapers or magazine articles. Mm-hmm. That's the way that the communications team is specifically trying to get the messaging out there.
Well, in my head, FAM means family. I mean, the way you say it, it's like, the FAM.
We make them feel like family when they come, though, and then that's why they come back, because they just have such great time here. Park City, we're so lucky. We have so much going on in this town that, people feel at home here. Mm-hmm. They're not missing out on anything. You can get anything you have at home here.
It's true.
Yeah.
And more.
Yes.
And more, guys.
Yes, and more.
All right, well, let's talk about something else you guys have going on. The Elvis Duran Show. This is like a really popular New York City-based radio show.
Yes.
What are we doing with that?
So we had an influencer campaign. Sometimes we also call that a FAM, but an influencer campaign is specifically when we are reaching out to some type of network, and it's a sponsorship deal. So we are purchasing the rights to whatever their product is. So with New York City, we work with the Elvis Duran Show, where we had one of their radio DJs come out. Now, he specifically is a producer for the show, but he's not actually on the national show.
Okay.
But he works in their New York City-based market, and he does go sometimes for their local segments, he'll go on with Elvis Duran himself.
Cool.
But specifically, he was targeting New York City. So he came out with his family. We wanted to promote a family-friendly getaway. We're trying to promote that spring skiing messaging, or the kids have, I don't know if they have 1 or 2 spring breaks nowadays. It seems like it's always changing.
I know.
College kids I think have 2, and the younger kids have
and all the
1.
long weekends too. President's Day coming up just this month.
Exactly, and with us having so many great direct flights across the country, specifically New York, we wanted to attract them just because they're a pretty popular spot. We do see a lot of guests coming out that way, but it's good to continue pushing the message there. And so we wanted to do it in a more unique way. So radio show gets a lot of audiences.
It does.
So we had this radio host come out with his kids. And similarly, with it being the Olympics, we tried to showcase some of the Olympic legacy here as well. But we also just tried to show, ski lessons at the mountains that are family friendly. I think a lot of people sometimes have nerves about putting their kids who've never skied before in a ski town and not really knowing, are they gonna be okay when they go snow tubing? Are they gonna want to do dog sledding? Is all of this too much for them? And we show that it's so easy to get out here and really fun. And they loved it. So that was a big hit.
It's so cool that you guys are like reaching out. I mean, you're like sneakily almost getting the word out about Park City all over the country, specifically this month, the Southeast and New York.
Yeah, that was just in January. We've been busy, and it's going to continue to be a busy winter season. And it really doesn't end. We're already moving into the spring and summer campaigns already. We're thinking about what's going on then. So
before we get there, what else do you guys have going on? You have something going on tomorrow.
Yes, we do have 2 different events for our members. So tomorrow is our economic update luncheon. And what that is now we're midway through winter season. We're also, for the chamber, midway through our fiscal year. So we're kind of taking a look back at how the season's been going so far, what's different from last year, doing some comparisons and just seeing what's going on. Of course, with this year being a lighter snowfall year, we're seeing some changes. We are still in a very good place here, but I think with us having Sundance, that's another reason why we're so lucky to be where we are, because, a lot of Colorado resorts, for example, are seeing visitation numbers just kind of drop a little bit. And here, even though we're somewhat same circumstances, not as much snowfall, we had this massive festival come in and tons of tourist dollars coming in. So
it's true.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be talked about at the luncheon. So that's tomorrow. There is a registration for it, which was last week with the cutoff. But for those who have the application in, it's going to be a really nice luncheon. So we do that usually twice a year. We have something similar in the summertime, but with the winter season being now, we're going to have one tomorrow.
That's perfect. And then Business After Hours, this is a monthly thing, right?
Yes, we do have one every month, and we try to go to a different location in Park City each time. So tomorrow is at Poison Creek Furniture and Design.
Nice.
Or I'm sorry, not tomorrow.
It's the 13th.
It's the 13th. It's next week.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It sounds like it's far away, but it's not.
It's not. It's next Tuesday, the 13th. So that's going to be there after hours. It starts at 5 o'clock. So our members can go and mingle with whoever else appears. Hopefully we get a lot of member participation, because it's just great networking, which is a benefit of being a member for the chamber. So for those who are not, our website is visitparkcity.com, and they're welcome to go check it out and see if they would like to sign up and join us.
You guys don't slow down at all.
We try not to. No, we do keep very busy. There's a lot to do.
We're like, I feel like we're just still into the new year, but you're like, bam, 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 bam. We had the fam out. We're doing this. We're going to New York. We're going to the Southeast.
That's the thing.
And now you have all these luncheons, and you have Business After Hours.
It's a past, present, future job.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're already planning for spring and summer, like you said.
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe take a little break. Maybe drink some coffee after the show, decompress, and then get to it.
Yes. There you go. I like that.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us and always keeping us in the loop. Let us know how the luncheon goes, and of course, that Business After Hours.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, next time, don't wait so long to come back.
No, next month. I'll be here.
Great, great. All right, guys, that's Rachel Buhler from the Park City Chamber. There's a lot more coming up on the Mountain Morning Show, so stay tuned.